Mike, I suppose, firstly, did you watch the semi-final between Kilkenny and Clare yesterday? I know David didn't watch it.
No, we switched off. We were told to switch off for a couple of days, so switched off. So didn't obviously saw the result, but no, didn't watch the game. Switched off and kind of let that happen as it happened, like, you know.
If you're told to switch off, does that mean you're not allowed to watch the game?
No. So some lads like to watch it. I personally wouldn't like to watch it, you know, because I'd feel I'd be tuned into this stuff and I'd be looking at bits and pieces. So no, it's completely switched off from it. You know, put it away. I get the result. The lads will clip up what they need to clip up and tell us what we need to be told on tomorrow or Wednesday. With a bit of video analysis, you know.
So you come at it from a different mindset if you don't have your own ideas about it before, we'll say you see the video analysis.
Yeah, exactly. But like, we trust the lads will tell us what we need to know. You know, that sort of way. Like, and now some lads could have watched the match, no problem at all. Like, you know, and some lads switching off. He's watching a game of hurling. You know, it's like, and they can do that. Like, unfortunately, I can't do that. So it's just a case of no, everything goes away, and yeah, the lads. You can definitely trust the lads and what they're telling us, you know. So they'll snip up what they need to snip up and show us the video that we need to see, you know.
We've heard it so many times from yourselves, from John and the rest of the backroom team. Trust the process.
Yeah.
I think that was maybe none so more evident than that game against Galway, because at the start, I suppose you did lose your way a bit, went to 6 points down, but the calmness and the manner that you were able to keep tagging on the scores, and then before you knew it, after the break, you were ahead by a couple of points.
Yeah, absolutely, and we have that trust piece now. Do you know, like we can trust each other and we trust the process, and we're extremely process-driven side over the years, like, you know. So yeah, it was just a case of keep doing what we need to do. We'll start clawing back, and having watched our own game back, like, you know, we were in it. We were 6 down, but we were still in it. We'd missed 1 or 2 chances, like, you know. And at no point did we start to think, oh, we need to do something drastic here. You know, it was a case of trust what we've done. We're so well drilled by the coaching staff that we have here, like, you know. So it's just a case of, again, like, trust that process. And as you said, we just started clawing it back and back and back.
I suppose from your point of view and the injuries that you've had to overcome, every day you're out, do you, I suppose, thank God that little bit more that you're fit and healthy and able to give your all?
Absolutely. Like, the mindset has changed completely, and it's such a privilege to be able to put on the jersey, and to play in a place like Croke Park in front of 70,000-80,000 people, you know. And the mindset has changed completely since, you know, 2018, 2019. Obviously getting the injuries then, you know, it's about cherishing every memory now. You know, and it's a case of going out there on the hurling field, like, no one knows when that's going to be their last time, you know. So it's a case of, yeah, mindset is completely different, and just really enjoying my hurling and enjoying being on the field with all our best friends, like, you know.
Just finally from myself, just on the opposition Kilkenny, I know you haven't looked through the game against Clare yet, but you probably know that Kilkenny are a side that never go away. Obviously, always have skillful hurlers, physical hurlers, good in the air. It's going to be a tough battle. You saw that obviously last year and the league final as well, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. No matter who you play, it's going to be tough, you know, and you can see that. The games of the weekend were all really, really tight, and it comes down to small moments. So, like, you know, there's no bad team going to get to an All-Ireland final or an All-Ireland semi-final, you know. So yeah, they're an excellent side. They've got some incredible hurlers, and they'll always give 100%, you know, and you'd ask absolutely nothing less of them. So yeah, it'll be a good game, and just really looking forward to it.
Would you fancy the third game with Clare?
Well, it doesn't really matter now at this stage, does it? You know, we're focusing on Kilkenny, and you know, we're focusing on the next game, like, you know.
Talk us through the spectacular save.
Yeah, I'm calling it a save. The lads are giving me a small bit of grief, saying that I didn't know much about it, but I'm definitely calling it a save. Yeah, look, it's just one of those things. As a defender, you just want to get back on that goal line and try and make yourself as big as possible, like, you know. So again, yeah, just the instinct back in the line, and the lads saying I didn't know much about it, but I'm going to say it was the best save of the weekend, I'd say.
We're believing you anyway.
Yeah, excellent.
Mike, just the first 20-25 minutes, they were worrying from the Limerick point of view. How much did the disruption of losing 2 key players in the defence feed into that and stop you getting adjusted?
I don't think it had any bearing on it at all, really, to be honest with you. It was just a case we just needed to up our work rate, and it doesn't matter who you have playing. Our work rate just needed to go up, and you can see that in, like, the performances that William had the weekend. It was phenomenal. for a man to go in an All-Ireland semi-final, play centre back for the first time. So I don't think there's much disruption there at all with it. It's just our work rate needed to go up, and we were just starting to claw ourselves back into the game. Obviously, the 7 or 8 minutes before half time, that work rate went up, and we started to get ourselves back in, like, you know. So I don't think it's massive disruption, and we've overcome injuries here before, and it is next man in, and everyone knows their job, and so everyone's only delighted to do their job.
Did it surprise you how well Williams fitted in? You played behind him when he fitted in there for Napier.
Yeah, he played there 1 year for Napier. Like, the character that William is, he just gives his all to everything. So, like, he would have been picking Paul's brain, Declan's brain, you know, to get all those nuggets of information, to see how can he help the team, and no better man when he was given the role to do that, like, you know. So he's an incredible player for us, and has been for a long time, and you could ask him to step in goal, and he'd step in goal, you know, that sort of way, like. So and delighted to see him perform at the weekend, because it's obviously not an easy task.
You've been in the panel for a number of years now, Mike. Has the speed of the game changed much? You know, you're looking at forwards like Conor Whelan, dealing with that type of threat. Is he threatening the air? Is he threatening the ground? No more so than Mark and Aaron, I suppose, in a training session. But how has the speed changed in the last 6-7 years?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything has changed. And someone who's out of the game, you know, last year, the year before, the game has changed in the last 2 years. So if you retired 2 or 3 years ago, like, you probably don't know exactly what's going on now, because it's just constantly evolving. And even the 2 years that I was out for, like, the game changed massively. Like, before I left, like, Barry Nash was a full forward, like, you know, and now he's number 4, like, you know what I mean, like, and redefining a new role there, you know. So yeah, the game is constantly evolving, and that's high level sport. You know, every sport evolves in some way. Like, you look at soccer evolving over the last couple of years. Looks like what Pep Guardiola's doing with Man City, inverting full back. You know, everything is going to change, and the same hurling. It could go the opposite way. It could go back traditional in the next 3 or 4 years as well. You just don't know how it's going to go, but it's definitely at a huge. The intensity is incredible in it, like, you know.
With the 2 years you missed, how much of an adjustment was it coming back in? Was there a lot of work involved to trying to get back up to pace?
Yeah, 100%. Like, and especially coming into such a setup, you know, and coming into the players that are here, and how well everyone keeps themselves, and but like that's high level sport. You have to adjust, or there's going to be no time for you, you know. So yeah, it's a small bit of adjusting, and even the roles in the full back line had even changed since, like, you know. So yeah, it's a small bit of adjusting, but hopefully I've done an alright job.
What's the next 2 weeks like for you as a player, trying to not get too bogged down by an All-Ireland final, but staying tuned?
Yeah, well, I'm a teacher, like, so I'm off now at the moment, but the father has me doing a bit of work on the farm, and kind of he's a bit of construction there on at the moment, so I'll be definitely well distracted by that. But we're well used to it, like, you know, we've done this before. We know when we need to switch off, when we need to switch on, and yeah, just really looking forward to the 2 weeks now and getting the